Hey, what's up YouTube? Gardiner here, and I just wanted to share a little video with you about the DJI Mavic Air with a whole bunch of example footage and information about why I think it's actually the perfect drone for real estate, whether or not you are just entering the market or if you are already, established and just looking for an upgrade. So let's get into it. I've been flying in Canada here for several years. I was with the Phantom 3 and the Phantom 4 before this, but now, both those drones are still operational, but I actually prefer the Mavic Air now. It's, it's really perfectly suited to real estate. It packs smaller, so, you're faster to set up, tear down at a shoot. It is quieter, so you're less, annoying to neighbors, let's say, when you're flying in neighborhoods. But because of its size, it is a little easier to lose it in the sky when you're flying, visual line of sight. So you just got to keep a good eye on it. It does have the 4K, which is great. As you can see here, this is the same shot as I just showed, but we're punching in. So, if you deliver your 1080p videos, you can get some really good quality. So here's a 100% view on that shot. It does have an Osmo Pocket type camera, which is very small lens, and it doesn't necessarily make a very nice looking lens flare, but you do get used to it. One other thing I noticed is that the props don't really, the camera is pretty well shaded from the props, so you don't often get that line artifacts that you sometimes do if your prop shadows are hitting your camera, which is really annoying and basically kills the shot. So here's another kind of dolly zoom example of just what you can do with the 4K. Most of the time, it's super easy to use, which is why it's great for real estate, is I just, I keep my basic exposure settings locked off in the drone, and then I just have one color correction preset in Final Cut Pro, and we adjust the black levels per scene. So, overall it's been really well performing, but I did one flight near a construction yard for a shoot, and it might have picked up some dust in the gimbal, and so now it was getting that little jerkiness you just saw, which is kind of a pain, but it does correct itself most of the time pretty well. I just got a little air blower for that, like you'd use to clean a keyboard. Now, the way I shoot real estate is I like to stick with nice, simple movements to keep it really well focused on what I am showing and not so much the motion of the camera, but you can still get some pretty complex motions out of this drone as well. I don't really use the intelligent flight modes, so I can't really comment on those. Like I fly purely 100% every single flight by the sticks, just because I don't like to waste time setting up the intelligent flight modes. I shoot everything in 4K. 30 frames a second is perfect for real estate. I'm not shooting sports, so I don't need 60 frames a second or anything like that. And what's great is in a pinch you can even pull stills off of your 4K footage, which is actually amazing because the codec that it records the 4K footage to is actually pretty good. It doesn't compress it terribly, so you don't have these really mushy looking stills after you do that. So that's pretty well the gist of it. Overall it's a great drone. It's perfect. I have no complaints. Really, if you're looking for a new drone, I would say think about the Mavic Air, and I think you'll be quite pleased with it. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time. If you want to hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, that would be amazing. Maybe share it with someone else who might appreciate this video, and I will be trying to get some more great videos, useful videos for you soon.